Hi guys, View Demon here. Number one, this video contains lots of spoilers, heavy spoilers. So if you don't want to know the ending to this game, either look away, or close your eyes, or click on another video, because this video will tell you the ending to this game and may possibly ruin it for you. So if you don't want that to happen, don't watch this video. Just listen to me. Okay, so welcome guys. This is going to be my review on Kingdoms of Amalur. My name is Review Demon, so I figured out I should really be doing reviews. So this is my first review on this game, and in general, amazing game. It gets you into the storyline fairly quickly. You get completely indulged into the world around you. You actually, you feel for the characters. There's quite a lot of emotion in it, and you'll like it. But there are also some bad points about this game. Number one, bad point. As I mentioned in my other video, the minimap really annoys me. When you spin on the minimap, as in when you turn around, the minimap doesn't turn around to match where you're facing. The marker turns around instead. So it's really hard to judge where to go if you look at the map. So it's easier to just look at the actual screen and see where you are instead, which I don't do very often, believe it or not. But of course, this can be rectified over time when you get used to the minimap, like I kind of have right now. But still, it's not very good for me. I don't really like it. Problem number two. I feel as if this game is extremely derivative from other games like Dragon Age and Fable and the Elder Scrolls series. Obviously, you can't really make an RPG that isn't really derivative of those fantasy RPGs anymore, partly because they've all been made. You can't really make anything that is different. But for some reason, I just feel that it's heavily derivative in plot, character and moves, but once again I've got to reiterate, you can't really do much better, as everything's been made already. But that's just my 2 cents. But here are some good points. Although it is heavily derivative, there are some features some new features and concepts which are completely different from other games, i.e. the Reckoning mode, the purple bar you see at the top corner. That is Reckoning mode. When it's full, you can press RT and LT and go into Reckoning mode, where basically you use your fate energy and you kill people with awesome weapons. It's epic. I will show you guys later when I actually go into Reckoning mode, but at the moment, just carry on and watch. So, as I said, that's a really cool feature. That feature hasn't really been done before, and I found it really cool. The animations were extremely indulgent, epic. You really felt that it was an epic game. Like, I know I'm using the word epic a lot, but that's really how I can describe it, because the animations are, air quotes, epic. They make you want to get out of your chair and just punch a wall or shadow box with yourself. But that's, once again, that just may be me being an absolute idiot and retard. So back to the gameplay. At the moment, this is the final mission of the game. And this is when you're about to defeat Tianok, who is the antagonist to this game, well, the evil god antagonist. There's also Gadflow, who is like this woman's minion, but at the moment you don't need to worry about him. As you can see Gadflow. He's right in front of me. If I move a bit, you can see Gadflow in front of me. If he is in front of me, well, not yet, but he will be in front of me. This thing will open, I believe. I'm not sure actually. So yeah, this thing opens, and then I'll see Gadflow in front of me. And this is when it really gets epic.
Amathin lies beyond. This is where the dragon will breach the veil.
Come forward, mortals. Behold the birth.
So as you can see, the cinematic sequences are quite smooth, as in the graphics wise. They are quite smooth, they are quite nice and smooth. They're quite crisp as well, considering this is, not a very, what's the word, not a very publicised game. It's not publicly marketed a lot. I mean, I know you got Mass Effect DLCs with it, but that's really about it. It's not really as promoted as other games like, Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty or even Mass Effect. But for a game of this scale, it's quite good. There are also a lot of different abilities you can do in this game. It gives you a lot of freedom to what kind of character you want to be. You can be a battle mage, a brawler, mage, you know, you can be pretty much anything. So in that sense, it gives you a lot, and I mean a lot of freedom of what you want to be and the character you want to be. But of course, it's really down to you in the end whether you want to, you know, go around, kill somebody from the back using daggers, or use a bow and go all Legolas on their ass. So yeah.
You shall witness the birth of Tiernach, the destruction of the Alpha, and the dawn of
One thing I've got to say though, as you can see right now, the speech is quite cliched. It's like, ha ha ha, end of the world, witness for destruction, etc, etc. So in that sense, it's quite cliched, but it's a fantasy RPG. You can't really expect that much. This guy reminds me of some villain from Power Rangers. Dun dun dun. So now we find out that this massive devil dragon thing is actually Tiernach, the main antagonist of the game, and she is a bitch to kill, and that's right, it's a she. As you can tell, the people here at Huge Games or whatever it is, they are not sexist at all. They made the most evil character a woman. You don't see that very often in games, especially RPGs. Usually in RPGs, it's some male fantasy person from another world that kills everybody, or, you know.
I have so much more to give.
And now, faithless one, you shall serve yours.
So this is the final boss battle against Tiernach, the main antagonist, as I've said like a million times, and she's a bitch to kill. What she has done is taken all my fate energy, so I have to kill these Splinter of Fate people to gain more fate energy, so I can go into Reckoning mode and use that to try and harm her. As you can see, I just killed this guy. I gained some Reckoning energy, so my purple bar on the left has gone up a bit, and I need to kill enough people so that it gets full again. If you aren't familiar with this game, at the bar, well, at the top of the bar, underneath the purple bar you see the mana bar. Now the mana bar explains, well, tells you how many magical moves you can do. I'm sure if you've played Magic the Gathering or Duel Masters, you'll know what mana is. Mana is basically like the energy needed to summon something or to cast something. So right now I've just used mana to use my Stormbolt spell, and you get, for me, I have quite good mana, as in my mana regens quite quickly, so I get about 10 regen per second, which is very good, and sorry, my voice is gone, and I get 10 regen a sec, and that's purely because of my armour. So right now I've just got enough energy, and I'm going into Reckoning mode. So I've used my fate energy to not kill, but like take down this Tiernach person, and I've got a few hits on her. And you've got to repeat basically until you actually finish her, and that's a lot. That's like a lot of boss battles, isn't it? You do something and you've got to repeat a couple of times to kill them. I mean, I want to say that they could have done better with this, instead of just, you know, making it so normal and generic that you have to repeat the same step over and over again to kill somebody or the final boss. But there isn't a lot they could have done. I know I'm saying this a lot, but to be an RPG, you know, most RPGs have done everything. Fable had everything. That's why Fable was so popular. When Fable came up for the Xbox, people were like, you know, bashing over it because it gave you this whole new world. And now every RPG, in my sense, is like Fable, because Fable was my first RPG. Unless you count Pokemon. Yeah, you could count Pokemon, but who counts Pokemon as an RPG? Not me. So now I just get the idea that every other RPG is like some derivative of Fable. I know it's really bad and it's obviously not true, it's just my, you know, ignorance, but that's just the way I feel. So here I go, I use my fate energy to get this monster down a second time, to try and hit her as many times as possible, but I only get about half her health, so I've got to probably do this about another 2 more times, which is extremely tedious, may I say, may I add, sorry. But it's tedious, which is why I don't like it, as I've said. Another problem you may witness right now on screen is the camera. The camera, it's fine at times, but when there are more enemies around and there are enemies behind you and forward and left and right, the camera just goes all over the place. Sometimes you can't even see what enemy you're shooting at if you're firing at them. I.e., if you're firing arrows at them, sometimes it actually aims behind you and you can't see what the hell is behind you, and you have to manually take your thumb off the fire button to change your camera angle, and that's very, very, very troublesome, and it can be annoying at times. So now I have just killed the final boss. This is Reckoning mode. Quite epic, isn't it? Usually it is even more epic, as in when you are killing normal generic enemies, you like go into this super cool mode and you get out like transparent blue neon weapons and you stab them through the throat or something. So it's just very, very, very cool.
Then what fate would bring. I would have liked to have delivered this message in person.
So this bit is just Alan Shear, who's one of my, let's say, allies, saying that she can't talk to me in person for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's really, you know, about it. That's the end of Kingdoms of Amalur. It has taken me about 30 hours non-stop of just doing the main quest. So I estimate if I did the side quests as well, i.e. the faction quests and the tasks and the other side quests, this game could total for about 150 hours, I suppose, maybe even more than that. So you are getting your money's worth when you buy this game. It's not as long as Skyrim, at least I don't think it is, but with Skyrim you can do a lot more side quests. With this, it's more limited. The map isn't as big, and there aren't as many more people to, you know, get quests from. Obviously, it's definitely longer than games like Fable, which I completed it in about 2 days. Like, you know, the entire game, because there weren't many side quests for Fable. And now on to the credits. Okay guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this might, you know, persuade you to try this game out. I'm not trying to sell this game, but I just think this game is quite cool. So I'll see you guys later.